This is so bad. I just look so pale in this lighting. Oh, okay, maybe this will do. Right, yeah, okay, so you've got me as an egghead. I'm gonna look like this for most of the video. You just have to deal with it. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm filming my running routine because after I did my morning routine and because I've been sharing a lot more running content, a lot of you guys have been interested in hearing more about running, what I do, and we're gonna start with my running routine. And yeah, hopefully it's useful. So if you want to see more running content, definitely like this video. Yeah, so it's currently like, I'm gonna say like 10:30. So I'm gonna be heading out on my run after I've talked you through my pre-run routine. Yeah, I should say first of all, obviously, like disclaimer, I'm not a professional runner, running coach, so this is just what I do. I'm not sharing advice, like professional advice, obviously. It's just because I love running. I'm kind of semi-ish training to do a half marathon and then maybe one day I do a marathon, but obviously because of lockdown those have been postponed, so I don't know when I will be doing one. I wanted to enter for the Hackney half marathon, which I think was gonna be in May, I think. So it would have been coming up this month because we're in May, you know, May 2020 already. Yeah, I was hopefully gonna raise money and do it on behalf of my aunt, who unfortunately recently passed away. But yeah, that was my plan, and I thought it would just be a nice one to start with, doing a half marathon. But anyways, that's a little backstory. Okay, so I'm basically on the floor now, as you can see, and I thought the first thing I would talk you through is what I kind of wear when I run. So at the moment it's kind of spring, but I'm staring at a sky full of grey clouds. I don't know what the UK weather is doing, but anyways, at the moment I'm running in either long sleeved tops or t-shirts, and then in summer I will probably wear vest tops because it will be semi-hot, especially when I'm running. I always wear a sports bra. I basically live in sports bras anyways. You know, usual underwear, we don't need to go there. Trainer socks. This top is GILLY HICKS, I think. I got it ages ago. It was in that kind of activewear range. It's kind of annoying, the fit. It's not the best. I have a hot pink one that I wear as well, a long sleeved one, but I also wear a white t-shirt at the moment. They're all kind of like this breathable, I don't know, breathable dry fit material, I'm gonna say. But these tops honestly smell so badly as soon as you start to sweat a bit, which I do when I'm running, especially, you know, under Les armpit. They just hold on to the smell, and like they do stink. I swear they come out of the wash still smelling. They're just not the best material, but it's an activewear top, we can say. These are my like go-to running leggings because I found a pair that don't fall down. That's so critical with running. If you are wearing a pair of leggings that are falling down every step of your run, it's not gonna be good. So these ones that I wear are YOGALICIOUS. They have this kind of thick waistband, which for me, I think helps keep them up. But I think you just need to test out a pair of leggings, activewear kind of leggings, yoga leggings that work for you. They're just plain black. They're kind of 3/4 length. They're quite long. These are quite thick leggings. I have other kind of Nike leggings that are thinner. If I don't wear leggings though, I'll be wearing shorts, and I have my kind of favorite pair of shorts that I wear. They're these Nike ones. They have like an inner lining, like shorts, and then another pair of shorts inside. I wear this headband. I probably will be wearing it, I don't know, all throughout summer, just because not only does it keep your kind of ears warm, it also functions to keep in my AirPods. I've said this a lot, but it really does help. I mean, my AirPods don't fall out if I don't wear this, but I just like to know that they're securely in my ears. I should also say about this top, it has these slits where you can put your thumb through, which is really good in the cold months, which is when I normally put on gloves as well. But yeah, I don't tend to do this now. I have this flat bum bag. I have no clue where it came from. It's really useful because I just put in it my phone, my keys, and if I take my GoPro, which I will do today, I'll shove it in this. It fits quite a lot in it considering it's quite flat. I don't think bum bags are the best thing to use, but it's just what I have always used. You can get like rucksack things, which I haven't invested in yet. As I said, I use AirPods because I listen to either music or a podcast, just depending on kind of how I'm feeling or the length of run that I'm doing. But AirPods, honestly, they've been a game changer in life generally, not just with running. I talked about podcasts quite recently. I can leave some that I listen to regularly in the description box. I have like set playlists, like my running playlist. I make them on Apple Music. I try and get the songs so that I'm running to the beat of the song. So that's why I like them to be upbeat and not slow and, you know. Okay, final thing, I just put it on. My Apple Watch. So I often forget to wear this. I just use this simply to track my runs. I don't wear it all the time. I don't really pay too much attention to it. It's normally just the distance and time that I look at. And I think it's pretty accurate. Okay, one sec. We have a visitor. Minnie! You do short distance sprints when you're trying to run away from Bali and Java, don't you? Good girl. Why is it not turning on? Is it dead? Is it moving? Yes, it does move quite a lot, which is kind of annoying, but I'm kind of used to it now, so it's not ideal, as I said, but it works. Yeah, I really need the toilet now, which is perfect timing because we're going to talk about toileting. If you've been following a lot of my videos recently, you'll know that I'm running in the mornings. I run between like 9:30 and 11, just depends on what I've done before and what time I've woken up. It's like Sunday today, so I did lie in a bit. My longest run at the moment that I do kind of regularly is 10k. I also should say that everyone is doing their own thing with running. Like, really just don't compare yourself to professional runners or just any other non-professional runners or people that like running, because you just need to do you. Okay, if your long run is 5k at the moment, 3 kilometers, 1 kilometer, that's fine. You know, mine is 10 kilometers. I'm going to be increasing that distance like next week. So yeah, the week coming up actually. If I'm going to be running over 10k, maybe even like above like 12k, I think I'm going to be starting to eat a meal before, like breakfast. But at the moment I'm doing it fasted, except 3 dates usually if it's a longer run. In the evenings I tend to eat like a big meal. So I'm kind of just fueling up my glycogen stores in my muscles. Obviously, again, it's very individual. If you can't run fasted, then don't do it. Something that might be TMI, but we just have to talk about it, is going to the toilet. And I'm not just talking about going for a wee. You know, we're talking about going to the toilet, okay? Like the full thing. The other day, I didn't go beforehand. I was like, no, it's fine. And it was the worst mistake ever. Like, it was a bad run, a very, very bad run. I had stitches. Oh my gosh, it was just so bad. So that's why having a kind of running routine is good. So your body knows when you're gonna start to do some exercise and you're gonna start running and things are gonna start like moving down in your body. So yeah, like go to the toilet before you go if you can. I'm kind of in a routine. I'm running in the mornings and my body knows that. I'm not really gonna dwell on it too much, but just go, okay? The toilet is there to be used, especially before the run, okay? So it's the 3 dates time. They are, yes, Majul dates. I will have these and then I'll do my dynamic stretching, which I'm gonna talk you through in a second. Because these are obviously dried, they give me very fast release energy, but they don't have too much fiber in them, so they're not going to give me a stitch. If you are in the UK and you're looking for good dates, these come from Tesco. They're actually really reasonably priced, and you get like 400 grams, 800 grams, wow. One final thing we need to talk about is water. So in the mornings, if you've watched my morning routine, I drink 2 mason jars worth of water. I don't know how much this is in liters, but it's quite a lot of water. I drink it first thing when I wake up every morning. And then if I drink anything before I run, it's small sips of water. Otherwise, there will be too much liquid in my stomach. It will be moving around, swooshing around. Also can't deal with that. Basically, before I run, as I said before, I do some dynamic stretching. It literally takes me about 5 minutes. It's a very quick warm-up thing. Before I started running more than I am doing now, I didn't even used to do any warm-up at all. But most importantly, it's so important to do, if you're going to do stretching, dynamic stretching, not static stretching, to warm up your muscles before you run. So I'm just going to show you. I will probably voice over this. I will do 4 of these on each leg, and they're called bum kicks. I've seen other people do them and they essentially just activate your hamstrings. I then do 4 leg or knee lifts on each leg. So on the right side first and then on the left side. The third exercise is just some simple lunges. I do 4 in total, so 2 on the right leg, 2 on the left leg, but I will just alternate. And then I also then do some side lunges. Again, I do 4 in total, so 2 to the right, 2 to the left, but again, I'm just alternating.
finally, the fifth exercise is probably the most important to me, warming up my ankles by just rolling them, so anti-clockwise and clockwise, and then both on my right and left sides. And then after I've done it once, I then repeat the whole thing again. So I do 2 rounds of this warm up, but I sometimes do 3, however usually it's just 2 and that's enough before I go out running.
I also start playing my music when I'm doing my dynamic stretching to like get myself pumped and ready. Don't press play when you're just gonna run. Press play when you're like warming up, getting dressed, you know, doing your thing beforehand. These are my running trainers, these black ones. I've had these for ages, this same make. They're the Zoom Pegasus 34, they're like black. I basically got them fitted in a Nike store ages ago. But yeah, basically I'm gonna go out now. I've done everything before I run. Horses! Woo! Hello! I've slowed down a bit because I want to talk to you. I'm on my last 2 kilometers out of 8k. I was running kind of fast, trying to like work on my posture and not let it collapse at all. But it's been quite a hard run. Been running at quite a fast pace the whole way through. Almost at the last kilometer now, on a bit of a hill. Whew. Fields are great, you don't see many people, but there are loads of hills. I'm gonna try, I can't speak. Okay, I'm gonna try and sprint the last kilometer. Coming up in 0.06 kilometers. Bye. Running routine involves Bali and Java coming to either attack each other, like play fight, or me. Okay, that was not like an easy run. An easy run is where I can talk quite comfortably. Today I was puffing and panting when I was trying to talk, especially. I didn't again stop my watch when I was getting my GoPro out and talking to you when I slowed down a bit, but 8 kilometers in 38 minutes, 39 minutes 52. I do kind of shorter, faster runs, but then I'm starting to do like faster paced, longer runs at around 8 kilometers at the moment. My longer, slower, easier paced runs are like 10 kilometers. I also do some intervals sometimes. It's actually a nice temperature for running. It was gonna rain at the start, it was like spitting, but then it held off. But it was actually quite refreshing. I'm now gonna stretch out and show you what I do to stretch out, which I like to do outside instead of inside. We're quite red in the cheeks today, but still overall quite pale. And the egghead still exists.
So I start with a calf stretch, and you can deepen this one by pushing against a wall, but I was just showing you sideways on. And then if you bring your back leg inwards, you can deepen the stretch if you sit into your back heel. So you bend both legs and then you lean your weight backwards.
Flies.
This one fly was just really annoying me today. But anyway, I repeat that calf stretch on both legs before folding in half to begin stretching out my hamstrings. Also, yes, I have the biggest sweat patches under my armpits, but we're just keeping it real. Whilst I'm bent over, however, I just bend and stretch my legs, and each time I'm trying to pull myself in further and therefore deepen the stretch. And then the next stretch will continue to target my hamstrings, and I do this one on both legs. So starting by taking one leg behind and having the front foot flexed, I will then go into a forwards fold over that front leg, now with both of my legs straightened, and the goal is to really lengthen your spine. Another key thing with this stretch is to make sure that your hips are both parallel. So if you start upright and you open up your hips, you then turn them so they're facing the direction you're facing, and then fold over. This will really allow you to feel your hamstring more running up that front leg. And yes, the fly was back attacking my legs. I will then twist so that I'm in a kind of triangular pose, I think you'd call this in yoga. It tests your balance and it's quite advanced, but I then just circle my arm 3 times. I then transition into a lunge kind of sequence involving more hamstring stretches, again making sure my hips are parallel, and then coming up into high lunge, and then I will rotate into a sideways lunge that is also just going to open up your hips, and I'll just rock over from one side to another before then starting the whole sequence again on the other leg.
Jabba, no!
After my hamstring stretches, I'll then stretch out my quads on both legs again. And with these exercises, I just like to test my balance. And then after that, I just hug my leg in up front, rotate my ankle both ways, and then open it up and kind of windmill it round both ways. You can see what I'm doing and it just feels really good. So I'll do that all on the other leg. And with this one, my right leg is definitely a lot stronger when I rise upwards and balance. I was just here for ages actually, and I was really impressed today. My balance was on point. And then I will just repeat everything I did on my other leg essentially. Opening my legs up in second, I will then come down into a big sumo squat or grand plie as we call it in ballet, and then I'll just fold over in half with my legs in second before coming into this yoga position, which I don't know the name of, but it really just opens up your hips and I love the feeling. Finally, I finish by stretching out my arms, so I just do 2 stretches on my right and left sides.
Okay, when I get back from my run, I stretch out. I've just done that for about 10-15 minutes. We have a lot of sweat going on today. The hay fever will start kicking in now. Oops, my hair is sticking to my face. So, post-run, I'm having this watermelon, a quarter of the watermelon, because there are potentially 4 other people in this household that would want some watermelon, and I've currently eaten all of it. So I had half of it yesterday and I'm having this today. Taken a bit more of my fair share, but I just can't not, okay? And nobody else had had any today, so I was like, I'm going in. Essentially, after my run in the mornings in general, I just crave like fruit and hydrating stuff. This is perfect, but I also make myself a smoothie pretty much every day. What is that? Yeah, so this is my smoothie today. I didn't add spirulina, but it's got all the usuals in it. It's my go-to green smoothie. It's on my website, my blog, so I can leave the link below if you want the full recipe. Today I added my Vivo Life protein powder, the Madagascar vanilla. It's so good. I don't know, I don't have it every day. I just sometimes have it, usually when I do like a longer, more intense run. Today was the perfect example. Yeah, we didn't have any non-frozen bananas, so it's only got frozen bananas in. I prefer it when it has a non-frozen banana in it. It tends to make it creamier, but it's so good anyway. The protein powder, I've not used any other protein powder, vegan protein powder, except the Vivo Life one. I really like it. I honestly love it. It's like really smooth, it blends really well, has such a good flavor, which is the most important, and it's like raw and has loads of good stuff in it. So, and there is an affiliate link in the description box, so if you buy through my link you can get 10% off if you want to. I've been drinking a load of water as well, hydrating. I also need to make hot lemon. I have hot lemon as well every day. I really want the other quarter of this watermelon, but I just don't really think I should. Okay, so that essentially concludes my running routine for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Like it if you did, and like it if you want to see more running in my vlogs, running dedicated videos. I will probably do a Q&A, I suppose, because I will answer a lot of your questions you have, and I can talk about like my running story, how I got into running, other stuff like that. Also the exercises that I kind of do to strengthen my hamstrings, because I have pulled my hamstring before in the past and had like tendonitis in my hamstring, so I'm quite cautious and make sure I do exercises to strengthen my hamstrings and prevent injuries. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my watch. My watch locks every time I take it off, which is really annoying, but I forgot to show you before. So it was a 38-minute 52 run, so 8 kilometers, 8.02. The average pace was 4 minutes 51 seconds per kilometer, I think. The average cadence was 192, that's steps per minute. And then my heart rate, so I don't really look into a lot of this stuff. I just look at the time and distance, as I said before, but my heart rate today, I think this was on the higher side. It was 176 beats per minute. Heart rate, I think, is very individual to everyone. As I said, I haven't looked into this. I haven't done a lot of research into heart rates when running and stuff. I was running quite fast today, so I'm not surprised it was kind of higher. I'm training and running, but I don't have a date when I'm gonna do like a half marathon. I'm just doing it for fun and because I enjoy increasing speeds and decreasing times and going longer distances. It's a fun thing to see progress. So yeah, that is everything for this video, I think. Comment down below if you have any questions for me. I will probably ask for more questions on Instagram if I do a Q&A. Subscribe if you want to as well. And I will speak to you very soon in another video. Bye for now.